दीवाने की जिद ना करूं।
Thank you so much for joining us at Open Tap.
Thank you, Amit. Thank you for thinking of me.
When I was trying to chase you down to come on the channel, I asked you about music. You said a beautiful line. You said, "Music is just who I am, and it is an integral part of my existence." It's a beautiful thought. Do you mind elaborating a little bit more on that?
Yeah, you see, there are certain things which you just do and they come from within. They don't seem like a burden to you. So when I am with music, it's been like that from when I was a child. So when I am with music, I don't feel the existence of anything else or the mundane, what's going on outside. So it's just me and the music. And so, that's the way it's been. I feel a strange calm and I feel in the presence of a divine, entity. So that's what music is for me. It's always been. So I don't do it for anybody else. I do it for myself. So 3 phases of lockdown are over almost, and I did not feel the pinch because म्यूजिक के साथ साथ निकल गया सब.
We are aware that you run a school called Harmony School of Music. Can you tell us how does this journey begin, and how did you choose the name Harmony for the school?
See, I used to be a performer earlier, and when my daughter was born, we were in Germany at the time. She was very small, and when we returned to India, I thought maybe I'll spend some time with her and not go out for shows or travel too much, leaving her alone. And so let me start teaching. And when she's old enough, then maybe I'll resume, my original travel schedule and shows and everything. And that's how I began teaching with 2 or 3 students in Mumbai 15 years ago. And but somehow I just got so involved, and teaching music has brought me so much peace and so much happiness that I never wanted to come out of it. And your question was, why is my music school called Harmony? So you see, harmony as a word, it means peaceful coexistence with others around you, something that does not clash. So if you think of music, music is something that has no enemies whatsoever. It can coexist with other performing arts, with dance, with theater, with all countries. So music has completely no enemies. It is at harmony with everything in nature, and that is why I named my music school Harmony.
I know initially it was done so that you can spend more time with your daughter, but now it has become a big part of your musical journey. So, can you tell us more about what makes you go so strongly behind teaching?
Yeah, as I told you earlier, I started teaching maybe as a temporary step, but then I got very involved with the entire process. So this daily interaction with my students of all ages, I teach students from 4 years of age. I have students two who are around 50 plus. So this daily interaction with people and this musical interaction, this is something I really look forward to every day. And these hours spent with my students, they bring me so much happiness. So when I sleep at night, I'm at peace daily. So this is not a job for me anymore. It is just a daily happiness.
You're dealing with students of different competence and uh, commitment, so to speak. So, I mean, are there points in time where you feel this is getting onto you?
Uh, See, there are moments when I'm irritated, and that's part of life. Yeah, I get a little annoyed when students don't practice, because see, music is something, as I tell my students, music is not instant coffee, डाला कप में घोला और पी गए. So it's not like that. It requires riyaz, it requires patience, it requires time. And students who don't understand or don't practice, that's what annoys me. And they get it from me that I am annoyed. So, because I have been trained in the Guru Shishya Parampara, I am also very particular about, respect for the art and the teacher. So that is something that I try to inculcate in my students, and I'm very particular about these things, about the discipline and about the respect for the art and for the teacher.
There's this famous saying is the teacher arrives when the student is ready. In your experience teaching students, what are the must-have traits for a student to become better at the art?
Uh, See, first of all, for someone to be good at music, there has to be some inbuilt hardware as well, which comes from above. The inbuilt sense of music, the sur and tal, that God sends when He sends the person to earth. And then the teacher can further polish and groom on that. So the students see that the only way to become good at performing arts is to practice. There is no shortcut to anything, to any of the performing arts, whether it's dance or music or anything. You really have to do your riyas. You have to learn properly and you have to do your riyas. So, and you have to have patience. In the long run, in any field, if you want to be there in the long run, then there is no shortcut to hard work.
Yeah.
So that is what I firmly believe.
We cannot let you go without you singing a few lines for us. And it's an open forum. It's open tab, as you know. So over to you. You can choose any song that you wish to sing.
Okay, Amit, since you asked, I'll sing the Mukra from a Kajri. So, a Kajri is a semi-classical Hindustani form which has originated from the folk music of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. It's a seasonal monsoon genre semi-classical, and the subject more or less is always monsoon. सावन जय लागे ना धीरे 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 सावन झरी लागे ना धीरे धीरे सावन झरी लागे ना धीरे 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 सावन झरी लागे ना धीरे धीरे सावन झरी लागला सावन झरी लागला धीरे धीरे सावन झरी लागेला धीरे धीरे सावन झरी लागेला धीरे धीरे.
Beautiful, ma'am. Beautiful. Thank you so much. it was perfect.